everybody, this is Tambioda and I'm back with another third-party Transformers video review. And this I have Warbotron WB01-A Airburst, or better known as Blast Off. So, taking a look at this box real quick, this is kind of a unique box that Warbotron's kind of put together here, where it comes with an outer sleeve and then you have the actual figure box in the inside of it. And the outer sleeve is actually, there's been other companies that have done outer sleeves, but this outer sleeve is actually composed of regular cardboard box material. So, you know, you look at the front, you have the name right here in this white, and then you have a picture of the combined mode. It's really kind of hard to see with a light, but if I kind of put them in the shade, you can see them a little bit. And then you have Airburst right here. And then you come over here, and you can see some more of Warbotron A. I don't think they've given him an official name or anything, and it seems that all of them are being called Warbotron. So his arm right here, and then you have you know, the WB01-A, and then his name Airburst, and then his rank. And then you come here on the back, and this is actually a picture that if you take all the boxes and stack them together, they'll actually make a artist rendition of the whole combined figure. So you can actually see part of the legs right in here. Then on the side right here you have the Warbotron logo again, and then on the bottom and the top it's just the box. So like I said, it's just a sleeve that goes around. So you actually take and pull this off. It got stuck. So you pull that off and you can see the box underneath. So the box underneath, you have that same picture that was on the very front, but in full color. And then you have a window right here with the figure. And you have the name again. You have just a side picture of some planet. I don't think that's Cybertron because it looks like it's brown. So then you come here and then you have almost kind of wireframe pictures of them. It's not quite, but it's just mainly the highlights and such, where the distinction of detail on there. And so you have his two different modes. It doesn't actually show his combined mode on there. I didn't notice that. Box is getting torn apart. And then on the side right here you have some more things. You have his rank, Sergeant. You have his distinction. I guess that's what his number that they've made for him. You have his name, little picture. Armed Forces of the Warbotron, and there's 1 star on there. I don't know if that signifies anything. So now that we've totally reviewed all of the box, let's go ahead and open this guy up and check him out. Alright, so here's Airburst out of the packaging and in his alt mode, which is a round spaceship. Don't question it, that's how the G11 was. So along with the figure, he comes with a couple of extra things inside the box. He comes with these 2 pistols right here, and you can actually store them on him, and I'll show you that in just a moment. He also comes with a technical card type thing, so you can see that, and it's actually a pretty thick card. And then you come to the back and you can see his different distinctions and things, his rank and his skills and such. I don't know how high these skills and strength and intelligence are, so I don't know if those are maxed out or if they're one below or what. I assume they probably go to 5. I'm not really sure. They may go to 6. I don't know. It looks like there's at least enough space for 1 more, maybe enough space for 2. So I wish they would have put at least an outline star so you would know. But there's a lot of English in here. Alright, and then it also comes with the comic book instructions, and let me bring this up so I can show that off to you. And it's actually very nice art. This nice glossy cover right here, and then if you flip to the back, it's like a sketch cover, so it's actually pretty cool. So you pull it open and it has a nice black and white comic. And such, you know, if you want to read the comic, then you can buy the figure. And then you come to the instructions. The instructions are pretty simplistic. You know, they're highlighted in red for all the parts that you're going to move. and stuff, and they're pretty good with putting things on there that are supposed to be on there. You know, like this is kind of wrong. They messed up with the tail fin sections being on there. They're not supposed to be on there. You see on them, they're like, oh wait up, they're gone, and then they're back on there when they attach them. So, and then they have the instructions for making the arm and such. So you got that, and it's pretty nice. It's actually a nice, thick kind of gloss paper on that cover. So. Alright, so as I was explaining before, the guns actually fit on him in his alt form here. It's easy to just pop the wings off and then pop the guns on, and you want to pop it on this back one because this doesn't go as far, and you can, if you do it on the back one right here, you can go all the way in. So pop that on, pop the wing back on. I'm going to say, if you do this with the wing on, more than likely it's going to pop off, so I just go ahead and pop the wing off and then push it in, and you want to push it in all the way. I don't know what the issues are with the wings. I know that they're sending out replacement wings, so I don't know if TF Source, because that's who I bought this from, is going to send out the replacement wings to us from the people that ordered them. I'm not sure at this moment. I probably will contact them and see, because I need to contact them about one of my other Warbotron figures, but not in this one, with the other Warbotron that they released with the was it Computron, I think it is. That guy, one of the pieces has like two of the same part, but I'll if I ever do a review on that at some point, maybe I'll show that off, or if I get the replacement part, then oh well. So here he is in a spaceship with the weapon on, and it's nice. It's not too bulky. It looks okay. I like how they used the clear plastic for the windows. It's real nice. The paint is real nice. You know, they painted the tips and stuff, and this, and there's not too much robot underneath. Fortunately, it only has two thrusters. It's actually supposed to have a third up here, or the real space shuttle is supposed to. I don't know what Cybertronian space shuttles do. He's supposed to have a third thruster up here, but it's not there, so it's okay. So one of the features that it also has is the wheels right here. They're supposed to turn, but they're not on there very good. But you can actually flip up these, and the other wheels are actually down here, and they're just molded in, so you don't get that. So to transform this guy, it's fairly simplistic. It's not hard at all. Shouldn't take too long. We'll start here down at the legs. You want to take and you want to remove these guns again. So look, let me show you how. Actually, it didn't pop off. This one usually pops off. So we'll pull this gun off also. Alright, so with that off, then we'll just go ahead and come up here, and this whole section right here will pop off. And that's the only part that pops off, and it ends up becoming weapons later on, and I'll get into that in a little bit. Take this and flip this down, then take and you want to extend the legs. Oops. Okay, so that's extended, and then you want to go until it, usually no, it hasn't gotten there yet. Come on. There it goes, that's one side. Well, maybe it's all the way on this side, so we'll go ahead and leave it like that. Yeah, I think it's all the way. You want to flip these up to about here. And then these portions right here become the feet. So you flip this around. Flip this around like that. Right, so then once you have that, then you want to flip the wings back and fold that in. Flip the wing back and fold this in like that. And it doesn't really lock into anything on here. They just kind of sit there. And so those are the legs right there, and you can kind of split those apart. Don't go too far because you have these, and these are part of the arms. But you want to come down here. Okay. What you want to do is you want to take this. You see this little thing right here? You want to take and pull that up. Don't pull too far up. You just want to pull up a little bit. And then flip those panels in. And just be a little careful. It is thin plastic and it could potentially break. So just be aware of that. And as in all third-party figures, just don't do any excessive force unless you absolutely know you need to. So we're flipping these shoulders forward, and that's what we're doing right now. So with the shoulders forward, we then take these panels and flip them forward like that. And then you want to push right here, and you want to flip the hands out. And then rotate them around. We'll do the same for this side. Flip it around like that. Alright, so we're getting pretty close. So you can actually take this and you can fold it kind of like that. Alright, and then you want to take this cone up at the top. The easiest way to do this is just kind of split this apart, and then this will come, because you don't want to add too much force because this is clear plastic right here, and like always there's a potential for something to happen. So you just take that and flip it back here. It doesn't clip into anything, it just sits there. Flip this down and then rotate these around. They're on bond joints, so don't worry if it pops off. You want to flip it around, and these create the shoulders, or shoulder pads I guess you could say. And then rotate the head around, because I generally rotate the head around, because if you don't rotate the head around, then there's space in the armor where it's kind of like this, where you can see the head through if you're looking at the bottom of the spaceship. So you have that in. He's now in robot mode. So for his extra accessories, this piece right here, if you take and pop it apart, then you can do one of two things. You can either have it attached to the side of the arms, which it normally has shown in the pictures. You want to take this and flip this forward, and these become missile pods. So you can attach it like that to the side of the arm, or you can actually take and flip this out, and then it has a gun handle, so you can actually put it in his hand. So what we'll do for this is we're going to go ahead and do it like this, and like this. I want to remember to push those missile pods forward. And then the guns you can actually extend the barrels out. So you extend it out. You have to use a little bit of force, and it'll pop out, and you just push it back in. It does it on both of them. It's supposed to stop at this part. You see the hole in there, It's supposed to stop right there, but it doesn't. It keeps going. So you push it back in just a little bit. And just put it in his hands. And his hands are jointed. It's just all his fingers are jointed into one. So you can see how that goes. And you put the gun in his hand. So. And he doesn't look too bad like that. You can also take the guns and you can place them on here on the wings, or there's multiple things that you can do with it. So for articulation, we'll do that real quick. We'll pop all these guns and stuff off because they can potentially kind of hinder some of that articulation. So for the head, it is on a ball joint, so you have left and right, you have up and down, and you can rotate the head all the way around, so that's not really important. Then you come up here, and the arm has two different joints. So it has a joint in here, so you can move it forward and back, and it gets a little jammed up because of this portion back here, but it moves forward really nicely. And then you have this right here, which allows you to move the arm out. And you can only get about that far out, so you can only get it about 90 degrees out. You can't have them lifting it up high or anything. And then right underneath that is the twist. And then you have a double elbow joint. And it's not really needed, but I guess it's appreciated, because you can't fold it all the way up. You can't fold his arm all the way up on itself. So it's just something that they added in there, I guess, for just for the fan's sake, just for articulation's sake. So you come down here, you can twist the wrists, and then, like I said, all the fingers are jointed together, and it makes one joint. And then you come down here, and you have a twist at the waist, and then you come here at the hips, and this piece can actually flip up to get out of the way. So you have forward, back, and then you have out to the side. And it is a ratcheting joint going forward and backwards. You just can't hear it. Then right underneath here is the twist. And then right here is his knee. And it only goes about that far. I don't know if maybe I'm not extending this out all the way. But it does seem to have two knee joints in there. Strange. Maybe it's just one, and no, I think it's just one. I think the other joint that I'm finding in here isn't actually a joint. It's actually the panel from where you move the leg up and down for transformation. I think that's what's unclipping. So when it's all the way out, you get almost 90 degrees. So you come down here at the leg right down here, and this is the heel. So you can move that up and down. You have a ball joint for the foot, so you can twist it. You can make it go up. You can make it go down or up and down, and then you can twist this part right here in the front. But I don't know why you want to twist that, because it's on a ball joint, so you can twist it right here. So don't really understand. Mainly, I guess that's just for the transformation. So, and this fell off. Just all I have to do is just tab it back on. So it's not that big of a deal. Overall, this figure, it's not a bad figure. I know some people are a little wary of some of the thinner pieces, especially the wings and such. Maybe that's why they're making replacement wings. Maybe some people broke them. You just be careful. Like I've said in all my third-party videos, or a lot of my third-party videos, it's really not going to break unless you fat finger it and you force something and you're not careful with what you're doing. You're not paying attention. If you're just sitting there and you're trying to force something against where it's supposed to be, then yeah, you're going to break it. I know in some cases it's inevitable. Intentionally, they not intentionally, but some things are unfortunate in that they do break and that they're not made correctly, where, as I stated before on one of my figures, one of the rivets was pushed in too tight and it broke. And that's why I haven't done the video on that thing. Tried contacting the company that I've bought it from, and I've emailed them, I've Facebooked them, I've done all kinds of things, and they still are not responding on it. So I don't think I'll ever get a replacement part on that, and kind of makes me not want to finish the reviews on it, because I've done, I think, 2 of the pieces on there. Yeah, I think I've done 2 of the reviews on it. The last piece is on its way. It's going to be here soon, so I might just force myself through it and finish it. I don't know. It just made me really sick whenever it broke. But this guy, I'm just being careful with him. So you in turn should also just be careful with him. So that's pretty much going to conclude my review of Warbotron's Airburst. If you've enjoyed this video, please click the like button. Don't forget to check out my other videos, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambio, and I'll see you next time.